Our top story tonight, a change to how residents interact with city leaders is sparking conversation in Pooler.
Public comment will no longer be allowed at the end of council meetings, a decision that has some residents speaking out while city leaders argue it creates more ways for people to share their feedback. WSAB's Isabella Baez joins us now. And Isabella, you went to the meeting tonight, so what did the mayor have to say about this?
That's right, Ben. Tonight's meeting was the first since Mayor Karen Williams announced the switch to a fully online public comment format. She tells me the change is intended to give residents more ways to share their feedback, not just during the public comment period at the end of council meetings, but some residents I spoke with say they feel like their voices are being taken away.
Our First Amendment rights are not being violated. That's fear-mongering, and frankly, the city has no place for that.
Pooler Mayor Karen Williams announced changes to the city's public comment process last week, moving the portion of the meetings that allowed residents to address non-agenda issues from an in-person format to an online submission system. She says the change is aimed at making it easier for more people to participate in local government.
People coming to my office that said, mainly phone calls, I'm not comfortable coming in front of all these elected officials with this huge dais there, and I'm looking up at these people. I'm not comfortable doing that. So they're timid, or they have a busy life.
Mayor Williams says the change applies only to the general public comment period held at the end of the city council meetings and does not affect opportunities for residents to speak during public hearings or on items listed on the agenda.
If you want to come to a council meeting, as you saw tonight, they had the opportunity to talk about anything on the agenda. Anything and everything. I will continue to do that.
The announcement sparked debate online and drew residents to Monday night's council meeting, where some hoped to speak about issues not on the agenda. Under the new format, they were unable to address council in person.
This is a real loss for the residents of Pooler, not being able to address their council on general matters that aren't on the agenda. I was here today. I wanted to continue to push the city to adopt data center moratoriums and, a strong ordinance, and I and other residents here no longer have the forum to do that.
The fact that she's squashing the ability for people to make public comment during a public meeting is the thing that's of concern.
You may be wondering whether changes like this are allowed under state law. Under Georgia's open meetings law, local governments are not required to provide a general public comment period. Agenda setting authority also rests with the mayor. Isabella Baez, WSAV News 3, on your side.